All right, everybody, welcome back to the Mayorverse. Thanks for joining us. I'm recording this video because I just played Meet Your Maker. It's the new game from the developer of Dead by Daylight, and I am absolutely blown away by this game. I just finished streaming it for a few hours. I streamed it for about 2 hours. The NDA is up, and I think this is genius, and I'm very thrilled to talk about it, and I just wanted to make a video to get the word out there about this game because I think it is really good, and it combines a lot of unique elements. So I'm going to roll some gameplay for you while I talk about it from my actual stream today. So here we go. All right, so Meet Your Maker. The best way I could describe this game. It's a first-person game. It's a first-person shooter, technically. That is true. It has a grotesque, gritty, almost like Mad Max meets The Matrix type setting, but with a little bit more grotesque horror in its enemies. The gameplay, it's like Doom Eternal meets Phantom Abyss with like elements of speedrunning, shooting, melee combat, parkour. I don't even know what else. And then it's also like Halo Infinite or like Halo Forge, where it gives its own spin to community generated and community content, which is even smarter because it's going to generate an endless amount of gameplay, and the game's going to be different every time you log in. So this is what the game is at its core. So it gives you a little intro to the world, which again is like Matrix, Mad Max, post-apocalyptic kind of thing. There's mutants, as you can see on my screen right now. Your job is to go out and raid all these, I call them, they're kind of like temples, buildings, courses, created by players, actually. That's part of the genius of the game, is all of the game's maps, environments, all this stuff is created by players. Hence, there is an endless amount of content for this game. Okay, so you have to go through these things, and there's going to be traps all throughout them. There's going to be enemies throughout them, and the players get to decide how to design their fortress. And that's part of the fun. Is it's almost this 1v1 psychological battle of you trying to figure out, okay, what is this person doing? How are they trying to trick me? How are they trying to kill me? Because pretty much everything kills you in one shot, whether it's a trap in the environment, whether it's an enemy just straight up shooting you or meleeing you, or your co-op partner could also kill you, as we found out, and we'll talk about that in a little while. But it's just really, really fun. Like you're seeing, there's also this, I just saw on screen and I'm just blurting it out. There's a lot of interesting gameplay design elements. So again, there's like parkour with a grappling hook, and there's like double jumping, and there's a melee sword, and there's different weapons that you can unlock and upgrade. And the same thing with your suit that you wear. There's all these upgrades you can make your life a little easier. But you have to hunt down your ammo. You only get in the main gun, you get 2 shots. That's it. You don't get to reload. You have to go collect it manually. Like, go pick it up. Or so you can't just endlessly shoot. There's so many, and which makes you move through the environment. It makes you pick your shots carefully. It makes you think about where you're moving. It makes you plan every single move out, or you could go crazy and just try to parkour all over the place and pick up your ammo while you're going and slash everybody. It depends on the course, which style will be more enabled. A more slow, careful, checking every corner, or some of them are just craziness, and you got to move like crazy and try to get out of there. One of the courses that me and a friend, one of my mods in the Discord and the stream, played tonight, had 85 different flamethrower traps in it. And we're walking along. It seems like the course is really easy. And then you grab the gen mat, the genetic material, which is the object of every single tower, to get that. And usually once you get that, the temple, I call them temples, will change and new things will activate. So like new traps, new enemies, whatever. And 85 flamethrower traps activated on our way out, and we had to find our way through it. It was really crazy. It was really challenging. And there's so many really cool elements to this. So if you finish the raid successfully, then you get all you get experience, you get some items. The items you get to take with you, which you can then use to level up your weapons, your suit, and some other things. But if you're the person who built the temple, every time somebody dies in your temple, and you don't have to do anything while they're playing it, by the way. So if people are playing it, you can be off playing other people's temples. Once you build it, you've built it, and it's there. So you don't need to actively manage it while they're playing. It's not like an asymmetrical multiplayer game. This is something totally different. It's like players versus the environment that you created, or vice versa. But anyway, when people die in your temple, you're getting resources. You get resources for that, so you can be getting resources to upgrade your stuff when you're not even online, which is really, really cool. So like I said, beyond that, right now there's 3 or 4 different enemy types. There's a ton of different traps. Right now, this is just a demo, so just an alpha or a beta, so to speak. I think it's technically beta. That's beta in the corner there. And you do get to rate every single temple when you're done with it. So you can rate it, so what is it? Fun, brutal, artistic, and what was that last category? I missed it. Back it up a couple seconds. Ingenious. So there's a community aspect to this, which is really fun already, and I haven't even met a single person in the community. But I could also envision things like for streamers or Discords or content creators, because you can play co-op. You can play up to 2 players co-op, which I think is a little bit of an advantage, because you can revive each other. But it's definitely fun. I don't think it's like a hack, like especially on the brutal ones. My co-op partner and I were really still struggling to finish those, and we had a ton of fun together. Killed each other several times with both grenades and swords. But there could also be a strategic element to it. Like maybe you want to run one weapon while your teammate runs another weapon, because they have different advantages and disadvantages. And you can upgrade them in different ways, which is, again, another unique thing. But communities, you can actually search to play certain maps together. Or like, you know, hey, everybody build a temple and have it ready by this night, and we'll all play each other's temples. Temple's not the term, it's just what I'm calling it. So that's really ingenious in and of itself. And the game, again, I think this is part of what's really interesting too, because all these environments are being built by the players. This game is going to have an infinite amount of content. For every time you log in, there's going to be new things that people have built for you to try, and it's just genius. You know, Phantom Abyss was really smart about having procedurally generated environments, but this is doing it from a player side. So and player community created content is big right now. It's been big for a few years. You know, Minecraft for one, Halo Forge, Splitgate's map editor. This type of content is very popular, and many games have been Roblox. Have succeeded solely based on the community created content. And this game they've created an awesome sandbox, and there's so many ways they can expand it by adding, over time, from a developer perspective, new enemy types, new weapon types, new tools, new traps, new ways to build your environment. So for example, right now a lot of temples have a stone aesthetic. And you could add, I have seen some cool things with lights done, but they could take it a totally different direction and add, for example, more grassy environments. You know, a lot of stuff's desert right now. They can change up the actual aesthetic of these things and add, like, the potential is unlimited. And I think it's genius. There's a lot of really clever game design in here. The gameplay is fun, it's quick, it's crisp. Loading times aren't too long. You can get in and out of games and in and out of these temples. Some of them you can finish in as soon as minutes. Others may take you half an hour to an hour. And this is the first day of the open beta. So players, I'm sure, are going to generate some really crazy stuff. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this game grows, how it's received, how it expands and evolves over time. I think it's awesome. And the fact that it's the developer of Dead by Daylight means they've got a good chunk of money to market this game, get it in the hands of players, you know, cross-promote it with their community, and really make it a success. So check out Meet Your Maker. It's in open beta right now. It launches this April. And actually, I should look up the exact release date. I'm going to do it right now live for you. The exact release date is April 4th, 2023. So about 8 weeks from now. So add it to your wish list. It's something worth checking out. And you should all check it out. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to explore more of these type of games with me on stream, come find me, twitch.tv/Mayor Reynolds. I also have other YouTube channels. Midnight Mayor is one of them, focusing exclusively on Dead Drop. And Midnight Society, Dr. Disrespect's new game. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm everywhere. You can also use G Fuel Code Mayor or Code Mayor in your support a creator slot in Fortnite and on the Epic Games Store. I just tried the Evil Dead Battle Royale yesterday on stream. This week we'll be streaming some new season of Overwatch, new season of Apex, Call of Duty next week. Tons of stuff, tons of shooters, ton of great games out there to play and stream. And you're all welcome to join me on stream and talk about them in our Discord and all that. So what I'm actually saying is this video is sponsored by me and all my content. Check the links in the description. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.